everyone, did you like my channeling of Tim Armstrong? Welcome back to Anna's Punk Archive. This is the East Bay special. Today we'll be talking about some East Bay bands along with some San Francisco bands, just to kind of fill in the gap. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Calling Anna Banana. They're ordering East Bay? Okay, I'll be there. Again, like as mentioned in the title, we're going to talk about East Bay bands today. East Bay, California. I'm from Southern California, but I wanted to touch a little bit on East Bay bands that are popular and that I like. I have a couple to showcase along with some San Francisco bands. And to get started and just get straight into the video, I have one of the most popular East Bay bands, and that is Dead Kennedys. Now this does come with, this is a Too Drunk to Fuck 7-inch, and it comes with the hype sticker. No lyric sheet, but it does come with this hype sticker, and it states, "Caution, you are the victim of yet another stodgy retail afraid to warp your mind by revealing the title of this record, so peel slowly and see. Too Drunk to Fuck." So this is actually an original pressing. This is pressed on IRS Faulty Products, 1981 press. So yeah, so first side is Too Drunk to Fuck, and the second is The Prey, on Alternative Tentacles Records. So I'll insert a clip here. Just to go back a little bit on this one, I think I got this one from the original Rhino when it was still in Claremont, California. They are now in Montclair. They have moved, so when I bought this, I had to have it. It's kind of a bummer that they didn't have it on, oh my god, sorry, I don't mean to pout, that they didn't have the lyric sheet, but I'm happy it had the hype sticker. I think that's really cool, because a lot of that time, the plastic, the original plastic was, you know, taken off. You know, people didn't keep it on. They ripped the plastic off, and somebody took care of this copy. They just lost the lyric sheet, unfortunately. Next is, okay, I know I said this is supposed to be East Bay, but again, I'm gonna touch a little bit in San Francisco bands as well. This is Closet Fiends. This is Sam Sadowski's personal project. Rest in peace, she did pass away a couple of years ago. This is on Fat Records, and it's very folky, kind of folk punk, I guess you could say, and talks a lot about drug use. I know that she was a user, and unfortunately she did pass away, but I do like this this record, and I'll insert some clips of her music, and this one is pressed on pink. She was a banjo player and singer, and again, this is on Fat Records, contains songs such as Hero Insomnia, Bed to Medicine, Poppy Flu, Bridge Kindling, and Band Ambulances. So rest in peace, Sam. Next is 15. This is the Ooze EP. This is on Lookout Records, number 150, the 150th release off Lookout in Berkeley, California. Contains the song Landmine and 924. So this one is on black, and it contains a booklet of the lyrics along with information of who the band is. 15 is Chris, Jeff, John, and Bart. It's like a smaller band from the East Bay, kind of overshadowed more by bands like Green Day, So I wanted to mention this EP, actually, all the proceeds went to a HIV benefit for East Bay Punks. Back to the video. Jawbreaker, those kind of bands, but still nonetheless very influential. Just a little less known. 15, and they have a lot of releases, so check them out. If they're from the East Bay, but it does have, I got this record a long time ago, maybe when I was 14, 15 maybe. I think I don't remember where I got this from. I don't recognize this, but it was $3.40, so it was a long time ago, I should say. I'm 34 now, so the reason I'm including it is because of the information. It says here, toe tapping ska punk with a way of feeling East Bay, like an East Bay feeling to it. So again, this is round 9, and they have a lot of East Bay kind of art in here, so they might be, yeah, see, it looks very Lookout Records, and this is on Mutant Pop Records, and yeah, Mutant Pop. So I'm not familiar with these bands, but if you want to check them out, that is Mutant Pop Records, located in Oregon. Okay, so definitely not East Bay. I'm already messing up this video. No, but definitely not East Bay, but East Bay feel to it. So probably just really influenced by, like I said, Lookout Records. And this contains the songs Inspire Shrine, Sweet Wine, Stability, Pelvic Assault, and Happy Day. Yeah, round 9. Next is Dead Kennedys once again. Now this is a repress, this is not an original. This is a Nazi Punks Fuck Off 7-inch, and it's, I got this one from Dr. Strange a couple years ago, $4.90. And it does come with what the original came with, which was like an armband. Now again, this is not an original press, but it does pay homage to the original Nazi Punks Funk Off arm badge. So you put that like on your, sew it onto your sweater, jacket, or whatever. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And it came on like a weird sleeve. Well, not sleeve, but like a weird, yeah, sleeve, I guess. It's just some plastic sleeve. But yeah, you can see it has Nazi Punks Fuck Off. And the lyrics, if you can kind of see it, are printed on this plastic, which is like damn near impossible to read. It also contains a Moral Majority on the B side. So, pretty cool. It's a comp of the Gilman Street Party, Gilman Street Block Party, and it contains several bands that played live at Gilman, including Neurosis, Operation Ivy, Green Day, Rancid, Crimpshire, Stinky, Idiocracy. So there's that. And it's a double 7-inch LP. And again, this is a live comp. So live comp, no insert, surprisingly, and the sticker labels are blank on here. Very interesting that they did that. Check them out. But yeah, these are East Bay bands comp live at Gilman. Next up is, again, not an East Bay band, but San Francisco area, which contains the East Bay, and that is the Spaz and Opstan Split. Okay, 7-inch split. This 7-inch is called the Network of Friends Project Part 1. So I think what they were trying to convey here is like friendships and maybe friends that backstab you, I'm assuming, because yeah, there's the lyrics stating, call me a friend, but you stab me in the back. You pretend we get along. It's all just an act. You always use people to get what you need. You take advantage of others to satisfy yourself. And again, taken from Friends Like You, Sick of It All, released in 1987. This is on Collision, Records. It's from the Netherlands. the Collision Records is from the Netherlands, not the band, so just FYI. But yeah, Spaz Opstan. Next up is a spoken word by Jello Biafra of the Dead Kennedys. This is the Die for Oil Sucker spoken word. I got this at Rhino Records not that long ago, and it's a spoken word by Jello Biafra of the Dead Kennedys. So talking about anti-draft, draft resistance, and war resistance. So obviously anti-war, anti-oil, anti-everything. So, but I don't know when this was released, this spoken word, but it does for a 7-inch come with quite a bit of lyric sheets and like the insert. This is also on Alternative Tentacles, which is, I believe, Jello Biafra's record label. My hat. So, yeah. And here. So, photos from 1990. Well, the covers was created in 1990, and yeah, pressed or released in 1991. And here's the labels, the record label here. Alternative Tentacles.
Those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Which would you rather sacrifice, your hot car or your life?
It is, excuse me, one of the biggest bands from the East Bay, and that is Rancid, Radio. This is on Fat Records. Single EP contains Radio, Dope Sick Girl, Just a Feeling, Someone's Gonna Die, which is a Blitz cover. And it comes on white. Very cool. And yeah, Fat Records. Thanks to all the punks and freaks who helped us out. See ya in the pin. Rancid. So very cool. I love Rancid. I think they're a great gateway band, and even a long-term punk lover can enjoy Rancid, and this is one of my favorite. This is the Lookouts 7-inch record. This is on Lookout Records. Now, this contains Trey Cool from Green Day on drums. And if we take a look, yeah, Lookouts. I think this might be a no, this is a 4 EP, yeah. And there's Trey Cool, if you could see there. If you look at here, you notice this here? This is Blitz's logo, and I think Blitz was also I think Blitz might be.
So I meant to say Blatz, not Blitz. Sorry, Blatz.
Them in one of my other videos not that long ago, so I didn't want to showcase them twice. But great band, check them out. I think they were in the Women of Punk video that I released, but yeah, Lookouts on Lookout Records. Rancid on Let's Go. This is a 10-inch double LP gatefold. I think this is one of the anniversary editions, maybe 20-year anniversary edition. But this is, I believe, the first time that Lars Frederiksen joined the band, because Prior was their first album. That did not contain them. It only contained Brett Reed, where's Brett? Yeah, Brett Reed, Tim Armstrong, and Matt Freeman. And then Lars joined. And I think Lars added a lot to the band. He has such a great voice, my favorite voice in Rancid. And yeah, I love Lars, I love Tim, I love them all. Matt Freeman, Brett Reed. Now it's Brandon Streckhard from from the used. Yeah, he's been there for quite some time now. I want to say at least 10 years. So he just replaced Brett Reed on drums. But this does come on wax, and it is a, like I said, a double 10-inch LP. Next up is probably one of the second or third most popular, I want to say, East Bay bands, and contains bands or members from Rancid. That's Operation Ivy. Operation Ivy does contain members including Tim Armstrong from Rancid and Matt Freeman, but Tim Armstrong, I believe, went by Lint at the time. But yeah, this is like one of the first records I got. I wore it out real thin. I used to play it over and over and over again. This is also on Lookout Records. Contains the songs Knowledge, Sound System, Jaded, Take Warning, The Crowd, Bombshell, Unity, Vulnerability, Bank Shot, and One of These Days. Very cool record. And I don't think this one, I may have an insert beat up. I used to, oh my god, I used to play the hell out of this record. I used to, like, when I first started collecting records, I had like maybe 10, and they were worn down. But yeah, contains lyric sheet, pictures of the band. Water break. Okay, I had to take out a couple of my records from what I was gonna showcase because I don't want this video to be too long, and I could make a part 2 if anyone's interested, and kind of combine it with San Francisco as well, since it's all Bay Area, California stuff. So, but to get onto the next record is, again, there's a lot. I did a lot of Dead Kennedys because I have a lot of Dead Kennedys. I'm still not showing all the Dead Kennedys I have, but one of the biggest bands from East Bay, so I figured, okay, let's just show some of the stuff that I have from them, and that's Dead Kennedys' Bedtime for Democracy. I believe this is an original press. This one's pressed on Alternative Tentacles as expected, which is, again, Jello Biafra's record label. But yeah, I do think this is an original press. This is a gatefold. Get out of there. So look how weird this is. Okay, so usually gatefold will open this way, right? But this one opens like this. So yeah, very cool. I don't recall where I got this one. I think it might have been somewhere in San Diego. But yeah, this one just comes on black and contains songs such as Give Me You're Tired, You're Hungry, You're Poor. Sorry. So yeah, it does contain songs such as Take This Job and Shove It. I think that's a cover. I think, isn't that a country song? And Hop the Jet Set, Dear Abby, Bambozo the Clown, The Great Wall, Lie Detector, Chicken Shit Conformist, amongst others. So very political, as to be expected with Dead Kennedys or Jello Biafra. Whatever is, you know, that they really touch is typically very politically driven, which is cool. I mean, punk, you know, is supposed to, I think most of the ethos is most politically charged. Next up is Dead Kennedys' Give Me Death or Give Me Convenience. So yeah, again, very politically charged. Contains, these have more of the well-known Dead Kennedys songs such as Police Truck, California Over Alice, Too Drunk to Fuck, Saturday Night Holocaust, Holiday in Cambodia. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think Dead Kennedys, the other members along with Jello, they had a falling out. And is that because of the Holiday in Cambodia being sold to a Gap commercial? Is that true, or is that a rumor? I heard that Jello Biafra no longer wanted to play with them because they wanted to sell the rights to the song Holiday in Cambodia for a Gap commercial. Now, that's a little ironic, but if anyone knows if that story is true, let me know. I guess I could do some research, but... probably the biggest band out of the East Bay, and that is Green Day's Dookie. Okay, I love this album. Really great band to get you into punk if you're not into it, or you're first starting to get into punk. And especially back in the day, you know, when this album came out, along with kind of the generation that came after, very, very accessible to the newer punks in the punk scene. This has a lot of their bigger songs, such as Long View, Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, She, When I Come Around. So those are some of the bigger tracks on here, but as most probably are watching this video, you're probably very familiar with this album, as it's one of the biggest albums in the punk scene. So yeah, very cool. Got this back in 2016. It was a Valentine's Day gift. I used to write on these inner sleeves why, and well, not why, but when and where I got this record. I don't do that anymore. It's been years, but it's nice to see that when I sometimes open some of these records, you know, when I got them. And I got that, yeah, 2/14/16 Valentine's Day gift. Next up is probably the second biggest band out of the East Bay, and that's AFI. Now, I chose AFI's original albums, like their earlier albums, I should say. This is Very Proud of Ya. One of my favorite albums contains songs as He Who Laughs Last, File 13, Fishbowl, Aspirin Free, amongst others. So this is when they were still playing hardcore, before they transitioned into more a goth, melodic kind of band. But yeah, beautiful press. It's like on a marble blue gray. So very beautiful. I love this album. This was like one of the first albums I got into when I got into punk. I have them on CD still, but I would play them on CD, and yeah, really exposed me to more of the hardcore that I know and love today. Sorry about that ring light. But yeah. Next is also AFI's Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes. This is probably my favorite AFI album of all time. Contains songs Keeping Out of Direct Sunlight, 3 Reasons, A Single, Second, PH Low, amongst others. I like how this one has an introduction, much like Sing the Sorrow has the Miseria Cantara or something like that in the beginning. It's like a good intro to get you amped up for the duration of the whole album. Records are on Nitro Records, which is I think ran and operated by Dexter of the Offspring. Was it Dexter or Noodles? One of them from the Offspring. They did run Nitro Records and had such great releases, including these two. Check them out. If you're one of those people that says AFI sucks, blah, 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 whatever, check these albums out. You might like them, okay? Next is Tim Armstrong's solo work, A Poet's Life. Beautiful album. Pays a lot of tribute to Los Angeles, but nonetheless, he is from the East Bay, so I wanted to include that. This is on Hellcat Records. And this comes on a beautiful white pressing, and it's such a great album. If you've never heard it, check it out. He has another solo record, but he doesn't go under, I don't think he uses his actual name, Tim Armstrong, on those. He uses Tim Time Bomb and Friends, which is another great record. I wish I would have bought it when it came out, because now the pressings are so expensive, and I can't afford a copy. They want like $600 for that. I'm like, oh my god. I'll wait till you repress it. But yeah, that's some of his other solo work, which I really do enjoy. But this was his first solo album, I believe. Yeah, A Poet's Life. Beautiful album. Is one of my favorite albums, and probably a lot of people's favorite albums, at least at one point in their life, and that's Rancid and Out Come the Wolves. I really wanted to showcase this because it comes on a beautiful clear pressing, and if you've been watching these videos, you know clear is my favorite. Yes, this is the anniversary edition. Originally out in 1995, but re-released in 2015. This is almost 10 years since I've had this album. What? This was the 20th anniversary vinyl. So next year it'll be the 30th anniversary. So this is cool. I have some flyer in here for the Dickies, DOA, the Addicts, the Grimm, and Channel 3, Shattered Faith in Santa Ana. It's like 10 years ago. And it's still in here. Yeah, 2016. So about 8 years ago. So cool. So yeah, this album comes, of course, with the lyric sheet, silhouette, photo, and this really, really, really cool poster with Lars on the front. Very cool. Iconic cover. And of course, I believe they got that inspiration from Ian of Minor Threat. Put a picture here. And to wrap up this video, again, I have a couple of other records, but I don't want to make these videos so long. I always say that, and then I'm like editing it. I'm like, this video is like 30 minutes. How is it not long? But lastly is Son of Sam, and this contains AFI's Davey Havoc. And so I wanted to release it. I don't think they're specific to the East Bay, but it does contain, again, Davey Havoc from AFI, who is from the East Bay. And again, this is on Nitro Records, again, owned and operated by Dexter, I believe, of The Offspring. Produced by Todd Youth, containing a 500. Very cool. So yes, anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos. You guys have been so cool and giving me so much cool feedback. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you have any recommendations, please let me know. I'm thinking of maybe doing the DB vinyl for the next one, but I'm not sure. I'll see what I end up doing. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments or, again, any suggestions, let me know. All right, have a great day. Bye.
Ah, bueno, adiós, Master.